What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here, and today is going to be my first day trying to fill my guardhouse box of silver dimes, so let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright, so it is guardhouse box time. This is my first ever attempt at filling a guardhouse box. So this is the dime one, and it is easier than the quarter and $half box because it is smaller. So it's going to take less silver, less money to fill this particular box. Now, in order to get it full, I will have to put in $250 face value in junk silver dimes. So each tube contains $5. There's the first one there. And it's going to have 50 tubes when it's all said and done. So the first step is to actually see how much silver I have, and then I can see how much more I need to put in to actually get it full. I have no idea how many silver dimes I own, so I'm going to sort through all of these. It's going to take quite a while, but I do have another bag that's already sorted. This is all just dimes here. And of course I have all of the containers to put the dimes in. So this is going to be pretty fun, but let me go through it all, then I'll bring you back and I'll show you what my progress is so far. Wow, that was brutal. 42 minutes to sort out all of that. Now on to the next bag. We still got all of that to go. Okay, so I went through that additional bag of silver and I got everything put in the tubes. So we have every single dime, well, almost every single dime. I guess I have some over here on the side. But pretty much every single silver dime that I own is now in a tube. So we can go ahead and start filling up this guardhouse box and see how full we can get it. Now, as I mentioned before, it's going to be $250 face value in junk silver to completely fill this box. And I did the math, and as it turns out, this is going to be 178.75 ounces of silver. So it's just under 180 ounces of silver. And that's if we go with the industry standard, which is 0.715 times $1 face. If these were uncirculated coins, it would be 0.723. So I guess you can argue, depending on the wear, there's probably around 180 ounces of silver in one of these boxes when it is completely full. So we have 5, 10 right there. So we have $50 face so far. Now I do want to mention that these tubes are all just mixed. So some of them are going to be Roosevelt dimes, some of them are going to be Mercury dimes. There's a Roosevelt there. See if there's any Mercury dimes up top. Yep, got a Mercury dime there. So I didn't sort them out into tubes of Rosies and tubes of Mercs. I just combined them all because to me it doesn't really matter that much. So I'm just going for the silver. Now, I do want to mention also that I found some barber dimes when I was going through all my dimes, and I pulled those out because these are worth more because they're older and definitely more collectible. So got some, these are actually pretty bad condition, but probably one of these will be decent condition. There we go. We can actually read the date on that. 1903. So that's quite an old silver dime. And while I'm putting all of these tubes in, I wanted to mention that the most popular guardhouse boxes to stack are going to be your dimes, quarters, and $half. They actually make these boxes for pennies, nickels, silver dollars like Morgans. They also make them for just dollar coins. They make them for American Silver Eagles. There's lots of different types of these boxes that Guardhouse actually makes. But the most popular are going to be your dimes, quarters, half dollars, because that's mostly what we think about when we think of junk silver. So the dime box has $250 face. The quarter box is actually $500 face value of junk silver. So it's literally twice as big as the dime box. So if you want to fill up a guardhouse box of quarters, you're going to be stacking 357.5 ounces of silver. So a lot more silver in the quarter box. I don't think I'm going to be attempting a quarter box anytime soon. I don't really like silver quarters as much as I like the silver dimes and the silver half dollars. So pretty much the most popular types of junk silver are going to be the dimes and half dollars. Quarters, for whatever reason, don't get as much love. I know there are some people out there that love their silver quarters. I do really like the Standing Liberty design, but the Washington quarter, not a huge fan of. By the way, we're now over half full in the guardhouse box. And I do want to be on the record saying that I don't really like the Washington quarter design because it looks like all of the modern clad quarters. So it's a little bit harder to tell, between a modern quarter and a silver quarter because you have to look at the date. Now, I do know that Roosevelt dimes, you have that same problem. These look like our modern dimes, but I just love my silver dimes so much. I can look past that. I'm definitely a little bit biased. So you might be thinking, okay, the dime box is $250 face value. The quarter box is $500 face value. The half dollar box must be $1,000 face value in junk silver. And you would be wrong. It's not. If you wanted to stack a guardhouse box of half dollars, you'd be looking at $280 face value. So it's actually just a little bit bigger than the dime box. It actually comes out to 200.2 ounces of silver. So just over 200 ounces of silver in the half dollar box. Those ones are not as tall, so they're going to be shorter, and they are a brown box. The quarters are an orange box. And then, of course, the dimes are in this green box. Well, it's supposed to be green, but I think it looks more like mint. What do you guys think? Is that a mint green? I don't know. I'm not very good with that kind of stuff. But anyway, some people actually asked me in my previous video where I purchased all of this stuff from. So the tubes, the box, and you can get them off of Amazon, but I'm just going to say don't do it. You can buy them off eBay as well. However, there is a cheaper place you can buy them from, and I'm not affiliated with them at all, but it is the best place to buy them from. It's called coinsupplyexpress. So look them up online. They're a legitimate company. And, I got all my stuff super fast. I had no problems with them. So if you've never shopped from Coin Supply Express before, definitely do so if you're interested in going to the guardhouse box route. Now, in my last video, I said I don't really like these as a means of storage. I actually prefer the canvas bags. I just think it's cooler to have all your silver coins kind of jingling around in a bag. But this is so much easier to be able to keep track of how much you have, especially if you're working on filling up a box like I am. And, when you have goals that are easy to track, then it really keeps you on top of things. If you're just buying junk silver and throwing it in a bag and you have no idea how much you actually have, well, then you might not be stacking as much as if you had a specific goal in mind and you were trying to complete that goal. So anyway, I went through all my silver dimes, and believe it or not, I had enough to fill up the entire guardhouse box. So, okay, I actually completed the dime box on my first attempt. I don't know. I just had enough dimes to fill it up. Now, what's really funny is you need 2,500 silver dimes to fill the box. I had 2,533 dimes. So these are all the leftovers right here. The rest of my silver dimes, made it in the box, so I've completed it. I can now say that, yes, I stacked a Guardhouse box, but I wanted to get more junk silver. That was the whole point of this. I wanted to motivate myself. I was thinking I would probably fill this like maybe halfway or 3/4 and say, okay, we got a few more tubes left. We got to go get some more junk silver and fill up the box. But that's not the case. I accidentally stacked it unknowingly just with all my other previous purchases. So what do you guys think I should do? Leave a comment down below. Should I go for a second dime box? I think that would be pretty cool to have 2 boxes of dimes. I'm not going to do a quarter box because that is just way too many quarters and I don't like them that much. I might do a half-dollar box because that is pretty sweet. And I do have a little bit of a head start because I do have some half dollars. But what do you guys think? Should I go for a dime box or a half-dollar box? Leave a comment down below in the comment section. And, lastly, I just want to say a massive thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons, out.